All right, just in time. What is going on, everybody? Hello, hello. Happy Thursday. It is December 18th. We are a week away from Christmas and 2 weeks away from the new year. I want to welcome you all to another Triad Talk and Tournament. I am here with the usual suspects. I got Lorcas and Tails both in the house. Let's go around the horn real quick. Lorcas, how you doing, man?
Doing great. Happy to be here.
Cool, cool. What about you, Tails? You made it right after I hit start stream, so I came in hot. I want to give Lorcas a chance to go first. Oh,
Yeah,
Tails, you go.
I got nothing. I'm
Yep.
spent already.
Sorry about that. Yeah, no, it's been busy. Just running from place to place, all over the place, trying to get ready for the holidays here. And yeah, it's that time of year. So everything's good though. Happy to be here and happy to be chatting with you, fine gents.
Absolutely. Glad we could do this because I know the next couple weeks might be a little crazy. We'll see if we can find some time. But my biggest stressing point right now is, as usual, I always tend to procrastinate on my gift buying, and yeah, it looks like I'm going to be busy this weekend hunting stuff down. So we'll see how that goes.
You don't just buy
Um,
everyone Bitcoin.
You know what? It's either that or gift cards. Although I don't think anybody wants to get Bitcoin right now. It's weird. They only want it when it's at all-time highs. Now they're gonna now if I these are the years that the holiday parties aren't fun. 2025 was supposed to be the year where the holidays with your family was like you were vindicated for putting all this time, effort, and energy in, but we didn't get it. So I guess there's always next year. We'll see how that goes.
Ask Santa.
Ask Santa.
Yeah, you go from hero to zero, huh?
Yeah. Well, speaking of Bitcoin, crypto in general, we got something interesting here today from Splinterlands. And before I jump into any of that, I just want to let you guys know that there is a tournament happening right now. It is free to enter, and you do not need to own any cards. It is the Triad Talk No Cards, No Problem tournament. My thing wanted to come in here,
Decided to
but we
make
are.
the title overly obvious. You don't need to.
Yeah, just because people were still confused. But if you can enter in for free, and because the tournament is less than 10 minutes away, it's about 6 minutes away. Make sure you check in because that is an option now. So I see we have 59 people who have entered the tournament, although many people, it's usually a number much smaller than that have checked in. But I'm starting to see some green check marks all around. And what's cool is we are starting to see a variety of different avatars. So that's where we'll jump into, just because that's the big release that came out today from Splinterlands, and I want to get your thoughts on it. Lorcas, I don't know if you had a chance to check it
Yeah,
out yet, or if you heard about it, but
yeah.
we
I
can
looked
start
at
with you
it.
if you want.
I think it's really an interesting idea and a good way to keep pressure on glint, especially for people that have a lot of glint.
Hmm.
Um, I guess I haven't been motivated to do anything with it yet because I want my avatar to be my card. I don't want that dude that turns into whatever. I already have an avatar in this game. I want it to be that.
Oh, you mean you already have a card in the game? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's interesting.
I would be happy to level it up, but I don't want it to be a random thing. We spent time to make this for me. I want that's what I want for the people that have made cards is for them to be
Yeah,
able to
you are in a
card.
unique position, that is for sure. Um, I wonder if they would be able to do something like that for you guys, for anybody that has a custom design summoner. It'd be interesting because it would be yet another benefit where not only is your card in the game, but then you also have, I don't know, some other kind of like interesting elements within your profile that you attach to it.
Yeah, and that's my my very maybe unique concern is that I think it's cool, but I don't want that. I don't want it to be my card.
Fair enough. What about you, Tails? Any initial thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a game changer. I mean, I was similar to yourself in that I was a little like, okay, let's wait and see what this avatar hype is about because, on the surface, skins and cosmetics and an avatar really is not anything new to gaming, and it's kind of like table stakes for most games. Like, it's not special in air quotes.
Mhm.
It's a meta game.
But when you put the exemplar pieces into it, and now you introduce or tease the ability for new game modes and the ability to kind of bring the RPG into the TCG, if that makes sense. So now you can kind of go through and plan your abilities, plan your attributes, customize the look and feel to that ability that you just made. And so it's it kind of brings an RPG feel to the game. I think we're all familiar with RPGs and customizing your character and stuff. And now we have it in a card game, but actually the card is playable in certain modes. Like they're teasing challenges, upcoming guild brawl changes, and tournaments, which is a topic we should probably talk about at some point. I think you alluded to it in your video a little bit, but set that aside. I think that's a big deal, because if you look at the way the stats change and how you buy and level up the card and pay for things, like they're gonna have to tweak things to balance it out over time. But just that they made the effort to try and put kind of like Matt's spreadsheet of how to build balanced cards into this thing. So they basically, it's kind of a natural evolution, right? Because the town hall for the longest time has had the team members' cards as their frames in the town hall in the past with their stats and abilities that they just made up. Well, they took that concept and said, hey, let's build like a gamified system around it, and let's use kind of the spreadsheets that Call Me Tim and Matt have used to generate balanced cards in the game, and let's make it so that the players can do that. And let's put it in so that we're burning resources in the game that would be inflationary otherwise. So it just makes a lot of sense, and I think it as a prototype kind of paves a way for some new and exciting things, because this is something I would say pretty unique to Splinterlands. And we get, like Dave said, we get to experience it here first and see how it goes. So yeah, that's my long-winded spiel.
No, that's great. Yeah, I mean, I share a lot of the same enthusiasm as somebody who was not excited about the avatars. And I mean, we should actually delineate this now, because the avatars are still just meh. It's the exemplars that change the game, I suppose, right? Like the avatars is just, if it was just the avatars, I probably would have been like, okay, cool, I'll spend some glint and maybe get some holiday items here and there and skins. But for the most part, it's just whatever. But the exemplars does change a lot of things, because again, I don't see, I don't know of any other game that's doing something like this. And not that it's so like you said, it's kind of like a natural progress, but this is the first time, I guess, this is the first time I feel like I'm seeing Splinterlands leading the pack, right? With like a really new and innovative idea. And they may not get it right exactly, but we know that they've gotten much better at, kind of iterating and adjusting it and editing it on the spot as they go. And so it's cool and exciting, because it's like, well, they've been around for a while in the TCG space, specifically crypto gaming space, but even in the Web 2 stuff that you hear, like, I don't know, like you can't, I mean, maybe you can do this stuff in some of the top Web 2 games, and I'm just unaware of it. But like the level of engagement I think something like this is going to have, and not even for new players, but just for existing and current players, the level of engagement where people can go in to the depth of like, oh, I really want to try all kinds of different stats, right? I don't mind paying for, I don't know how much the potions are. We can actually probably go and check that, but like, however much it is, it's like, let me go change some things. Let me go try some different builds. And, the meta changes every time a new card comes out or a new set comes out. So I just like the idea that they're experimenting with this kind of stuff, because as a player, it's already interesting to me, right? As a player who regularly jumps into the game, it's interesting to me. And so I think by adding that depth into a TCG style game, like, and as you guys were saying, like an RPG style depth into a TCG game, you could pull in other, casual Web 2 TCG players, because the concept is interesting, right? So again, not the masses, but you get the people who are emotionally willing to emotionally invest in something like this, because they think it's a cool concept and they want to try it out and check it out.
Yeah, and I think it's I mean, look, it wasn't on anyone's bingo card to start the Splinterlands 2025 year, right? No one had this, as something that would be delivered this year, right? It was not on no one's radar. So, and I think from that perspective, if you look at where the game has been and where the game is heading, at least from a trajectory perspective, I know we've talked about this in the past and maybe excuse me, disagreed, but the trajectory I think is very positive here. Like if I were to look back, I would say like 2022, 2023, and 2024 were like the dark ages of Splinterlands. Like it was pretty brutal, right? From my perspective.
Sure.
And if I look at 2025, I look at it as like kind of like the start of the Gilded Age here. I mean, I think we really are doing, when I say we, I mean the team and the trajectory of the game is really headed in the right direction. Yes, nothing's always going to be perfect, but I think as a long-term player and community member and investor in Splinterlands, most of us are probably sitting on the sidelines and going, hey, this is probably, you know, the best we could possibly be feeling going into 2026. Like, I don't know, that's just my opinion. I think the team's doing a great job, and kudos to them. And you know, hopefully they get some R&R over the holidays and come back firing on all cylinders in January. So
Yeah, coming out of the land card thing, again, there was a lot of hype around the land cards. They sold out, and that was good and all. But if you look at the metrics, and this is something I'll probably try to address over the next couple of days in videos, but that it's like, okay, wood and grain were the only resources, and aura, I guess, that were like kind of decimated by the amount of resources that were needed. We didn't really move the needle on anything else, and now we're getting back to a point where things are getting super inflationary again. And so my point with this is like, I'm like, oh, okay, well, I don't know if they're going to deliver the Avatar project. I don't know when the other stuff's coming out, but we probably have like 3 weeks to a month here before we get anything significant from Splinterlands, which, Bitcoin's down right now. It's the holidays. Like, it might just be boring times once again, right? Like boring times, people are going to complain, and it'll be whatever. And to their credit, like they got this out, and this is going to be something I think people are just going to be messing around with, tweaking and playing with. That'll keep us busy until 2026, and hopefully start the year off in a good spot. So, tournament has started. Looks like we had 26 players join in, which is fantastic. Let's see. I'm trying to see how good my team is going to be, but I think we're doing all right so far. Are you playing Two Tails?
Playing, yes, in air quotes again.
I think I got the first one, but we'll see how this goes. All right. This card is just too fun. And it pairs just so well with your card, Lorcus. Just awesome. GG's Roman forever. Got you on this one. So let's see. Let's go through some of the battles here. Do you guys hear the music? Is the music playing?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, cool.
Nice
Let me. Sweet. Let me jump into the chat. Just say hello to folks first. So King Armini says, "Hey, you three, how are you all? What an insane town hall today! So freaking huge for the future of our game. Druid's Blood is in the house. Let's go. Yo, Replay, Teasy, what's going on, man? It's been a minute. Coming back to me from all of the all the way back from, geez, when was that? The Fortnite days. I've been good though. I hope you're doing well. Navashia is here. I think I saw you were checked into the tournament. Keegs, we got SPL Dantrin. Fun stuff, man. Let's do it. All right. Let's see who's playing in here. I don't know who got a buy, but I see Druid's Blood, Arnie Boy, Keegs. All right. So, where are you, Sinister? Are you playing?
I think so. We're trying.
Or did you get a buy?
No, we're.
Oh no, there you are. Okay.
We're getting there to go.
There you go. All right. So yeah, there were a couple other things mentioned on the town hall. He did go more into detail on land, which I was happy with. It's just, I don't know what the time frame for stuff like that is, and it sounds like so much of it is still being tweaked. But then again, in a way, like I think what Matt or Dave or whoever's in charge of this now, like, and I think even Nate alluded to it. Like I think that they've gotten much better with keeping stuff closer to the chest and just dropping it on us whenever it's like ready. They've had a better track record of that, so maybe I'll be surprised. I'm just because of the past couple of years with roadmaps and not hitting deadlines and stuff. I usually just always default to the longest time or expectations, lower expectations. But yeah, hopefully next year's going to be pretty solid. All right, I need to figure out what I want to do with this because I do not have enough mana. So we got anybody with blast? There he is. I like you. Let's go with you too. Why not?
That first card with execute, man.
Oh, you know what? I know who I need. This is the go-to card now in these low mana matches. Bloodline Tribute. Oh, perfect. Yup. That's what I want. And then let's go with you. Yeah, you know what? This is a solid team here, I think. We're gonna go for speed for ambush, I suppose. Lorcas, did you listen to the town hall at all, or you just followed along the announcement?
No, I just read the announcement and then just like fiddled around with it a little bit. Yeah, I think it's an interesting idea. I just don't. I wish I could have my card as my graphic.
Well, I think it's worth having that conversation. Again, there's a lot of players around the game who've obviously put a lot in and had a cool card made, so why not?
Yeah, I think what it does is, I mean, to date, well, there's 2 points I'll make here. To date, it's the top 1% have been able to get summoners or archons made in the game for their contributions to supporting the team and the pack sales and stuff like that, which is great, right? It's a nice part of the game. But one of the things that we always hear, and after Son, I know you hear about it all the time in your comments on your videos, is Spelllands just caters to the whales. I only care about the whales. I don't care about the average player. Well, now, as, quote, the average player, you have agency in the game. You have the ability to create your own exemplar, to play it in certain parts of the game, customize it how you want. And if you wanted to make it as strong or fancy, as you can, well, now you got to level up in the game in the ranked battle mode, because that's how you're going to get glint. So, it provides an avenue so that everyone can participate in what historically has been just very few could participate in. And having an archon in the game that's legendary, that is played thousands of battles a day, is a pretty big deal. I mean, everyone's gonna know your name, whether you're Riskull Drath or Lorcas or Tofu or whatever. So that's definitely a huge benefit in and of itself. But now you have the small players and the minnows and the krill and stuff being able to kind of stake their flag in the ground, so to speak, and see what they can do. So I think it opens it up, and I think it's a good thing to make it more approachable for all players. I will say, as a second point, though, I saw the Elwyn Sylphie legendary summoner reveal. Yeah. We should talk about that as well, because I think the abilities are really great for that card. Loving the Moo is, I'm still kind of like, let's see. But that card, I could see it being very, very good, especially when Tofu leaves the meta, being an Earth summoner. But I gotta say, if I'm gonna kind of put on my bearish hat or whatever,
go for it.
I mean, the lore and the like the IP, like if you look at things like Star Wars or other IPs that are popular or whatever, our IP and stuff, it's great that it's community driven and we have a lot of community focused stuff in the game that's recognizable, like beavers and whatever in the game. But come on, guys, it's getting a little corny. Like, if every Archon has like a cat and a dog in it, I mean, I get it because you want to honor your pets and stuff like that. But I mean, I respect that for sure, and I get it. But man, it just, like, from an outsider eye looking in, it's not doing us any favors on the coolness factor. Like, no one's going, whoa, I want to play Splinterlands because they have like a card that has a cat or a dog on it. I mean, unless you're a furry or something like that, I don't think that it is appealing to really the masses. So that's just kind of my little bearish take on things. It's good for community, and I get it. Like I said, I respect it, but at the same time, it's not doing us any favors to appealing to the masses, I think. So
that's fair. Yeah, I don't think you're necessarily wrong about that. What am I trying to say with this, though? I'm wondering. Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, I used to think that the lore had a lot more potential, and I know this is going to sound kind of not great for me to say, but I used to think that the lore would have a lot more potential just all around. And, you know, back in the days when we'd be talking about whatever it was with, you know, Netflix series and something like that. And it's just like, I think we're so far away from anything like that, that at this point, it's probably beneficial to keep the community engaged like this and not have it be so rigid. And it's, I guess, okay, let me clear it up. At this point in time, I think it's doing more good than harm, although I understand completely where you're coming from.
Yeah, can I give you an absolutely terrible analogy?
Go for it. Yeah, because I just fumbled my way through that entire thing, but I think I was able to get my point across.
I watch my football team. You guys, many people will dislike this, but my football team is Manchester United. Mm-hmm. And they have a new coach, and they've been terrible the last couple of years. And part of it has been he keeps a system that they don't like to play, that it's not as exciting. It's got some problems, not putting in all the players that they want to see. There's a big deal in Manchester United that they bring players to the academy. Anyway, this past week, he made a shift and brought in one of those players to the huge cheers of the crowd. And my point is, he made something that he may not have thought was the right tactical decision, which is his actual job as a manager. But he also has to acknowledge that these are all the people that are making his job possible, and making sure that they're happy from time to time has real value. And I think that the hard part about that is you kind of have to kill your own ego to do that. And I see that as a real benefit of this team, that they have taken some of those things as a backseat to keep the community happy. I guess that's my opinion on it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. And GG's Roman forever. I got too attached to the calamity card. Lost my way out of the tournament. But now I can focus on what I'm trying to say. I don't disagree with that. I'm of the same page where, like, right now it's helping to keep a lot of people engaged and hyped about just the small things and feel like there is a sense of ownership. And, you know, Tails, as a counterpoint, although I agree with you, as a counterpoint, for those that might see things differently, you might actually get a different kind of fan base that comes in not because they like absolutely love the lore, but because they love the collaborative nature behind how the lore is created.
Sure. Yeah, that's fair. And I guess I compare it and contrast it to what I see in Parallel and what Parallel is building, because Parallel is going all in on the lore, like the world building out their artifacts for their creative team to be reusable in first-person shooters and MMORPGs and mobile games, and they're going all in on taking it very, very seriously about, and they have their own like lore goblins and stuff that love to eat up all that stuff. And it's a different approach. I'm not saying it's the right approach, but it's definitely a different approach. And both, I think, can be successful. Like one focused on community and collaboration, and one focused on more traditional kind of like Hollywood style stuff. Like that's fine. It's a fork in the road where you make a conscious decision on where your game is going, whether it's going a serious traditional route or it's going a different route. And it's fine. I mean, we've gone a different route, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it limits our options to be taken, I think, seriously in the future, with things like esports and other things like that. But that's fair. That's fine.
Yeah, well, the thing, at least from my understanding about Parallel, is that I remember listening to one of their town halls or interviews, and like the lore was based on a story that was already fleshed out, right? Like they had this broad idea of these 5 different factions, right? And so like the idea was already built there, and just in the 4 years that I've been here with Splinterlands, like the lore has shifted so much. Like, first of all, we were not even in the game as players, right? This was all about like units and things in the game, and then all of a sudden they shifted to, oh, you are actually the summoner, and these cards are the things that you get. Now, even more recently, it's like you're an Archon, and actually you're an Exemplar avatar, and you're like actually in the game battling with the cards, not just summoning them. So I feel like the lore for Splinterlands has not been like, there was no grand plan for it. It's just been something that's adjusted as things have gone along. Which, again, I mean, this team has like been bootstrapping it from the beginning, so you don't expect some like grand master plan when the whole idea behind the game was not to be a traditional TCG, but to bring in a lot of elements of Web3 and be something different that has like an economy and stuff like that, right? Like when Matt and Aggie were first making the alpha set, it was like it had nothing to do with, like, they just created some cards and were surprised when they sold out, like the alpha set, right? So I don't mind the evolution. I think if we ever do get to a place where stuff like that will make sense, I trust Nate and Joey, and probably they'd want to, if we ever do get to that position, they would probably be in a financial position to bring in some kind of consultant or somebody who can help them shape it into a story that like makes cohesive sense. So from a lore perspective, like I said, as long as they're just making cool stuff, I'm all right with it.
It's an interesting discussion, and not one that I thought that we were going to have today.
A little bit different.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just love using this card, and I always seem to not win with it. Okay. Well, let's head back to tournaments and take a look. And actually, before I do that, let me jump back into the chat. We got Keek says, "Damn, no good at modern still." Yeah, we're also. I mean, modern is just like constantly evolving with all the new cards that drop. So, Ankh, what's
That's
going on?
kind of the idea with modern, right?
Yeah. So,
I wish there weren't quite so many dropped at once. Like the giant sets is still kind of problematic, but I do like the varies.
Yeah, that's true. All right, GoCBG says, "Thanks, Tails. Exactly my thoughts. Are we a pet rescue service?" Well, the thing is, I thought the team was going to get better about this, right? Remember when Lily came out and there was a huge backlash, and Matt was like, "We're just not gonna, this stuff has got to like make sense." And then the last couple, like we had another cat in Rebellion. We had, isn't Captain Frankie a dog, or is that not the case? Yeah, like Captain Frankie's a dog, and now, so I don't know. It's just like a bunch of animals. I don't get it. So it's getting a bit too much. They'd be better off having some cool non-pet or furry art for the final 3 Archons. I mean, yeah, like I mean, I get it. People want to do something with their pets, but like, why don't you like create some kind of cool Earth-based pet, right? And then just name it after your own pet, or Earth-based monster or some kind of fantasy creature. Alex here, smash the like. Thank you, Ankh. Oh, you coming in on both Twitch and YouTube. Rukian says, "You can be serious and fun. Magic the Gathering would release some joke set every once in a while. Now, mind you, the joke sets weren't tournament legal." Yeah, so this, where we're headed with the exemplars, and I haven't had much time to think about this, so I'm just kind of putting it out there to ruminate on live with you guys. But where we're headed with the exemplars, like the team is now going to be focused on finding ways to incorporate those cards into different formats, different parts of the game. I know we mentioned tournaments. I'm going to reserve judgment for a second, just because I know in the video I posted, I was like, having these cards in tournaments shows just how unserious both the team and we are about tournaments. But it sounded as though they were talking about having them available only for specific tournaments, which then makes the point moot, because it's like, if it's specific tournaments that these cards are allowed in, or like, Lorcas can come in and have a toggle switch whenever he creates a tournament, like, do we allow exemplars or do we not? Then that's fine. It's just, if they were allowed point blank, like in any tournament and all tournaments, that would be an issue, because then you have top tier players once again getting the jump because they have way more glint, they can level up their cards, and that just wouldn't be good. I'm glad that they're not in ranked. If they're, we'll see what the deal is when tournaments happen. Lorcas, did we lose you?
Yeah, really.
Okay. We got two of you here.
One is more than enough.
But sorry, I'm meandering to my point here. The broader point that I'm trying to make is, with the focus on these moving forward, I wonder how much of it will be the ranked play and building out kind of like a competitive space for people to play, versus more of a fun sandbox place for people to test out abilities and have fun. And again, I think that there's a space for both of those, right? Like, I never played Magic the Gathering competitively, but I sank money, time, energy, effort, tears of joy and sadness, all with my friends, and setting up tournaments with them and playing, just casually. So I don't mind the casual side of this coming out more, where people can do stuff in challenges and play and, set up their own tournaments and just go absolutely buck wild with it. But the draw of the game for many is still ranked play and having this whole like play to earn kind of element, even if the earnings are not very much. I think everybody appreciates the fact that they can earn some SPS, and you're still going to have even if they're not min-maxers or ROI boys, they're still going to want to get something in return for owning the cards and playing the game. So I wonder how each of those are going to evolve separately, and then kind of like as a joint thing within the project. All right, so King Arminius says, I'm pretty sure they'll only be allowed in specific exemplar tournaments, hopefully. Onk says, what do you guys think of the new voucher card, Cloveria Morthlana? I was not...
A mouthful.
Yeah, it is a mouthful. I wasn't a fan of it at first, but I'm coming around to it. It's a card that you need to have at max level, so I guess hopefully that burns a ton of vouchers. But it doesn't leave much for the lower levels, but maybe that's just me. What do you guys think?
I haven't looked at it.
I mean, I think it's...
Yeah, they all have to be had, is my opinion. So yes.
They all have to be met?
Yeah, everyone has to have them. Like I think all of these cards have to be had to be competitive at the top. Okay. So I guess that's my opinion. I haven't looked at the card, but I'm sure I'll be getting it.
The card is fantastic, actually, in many ways. If you get the let's see here. Is it available now? So it has recharge, which is like, okay, I never cared much for this ability. But because if you combine its abilities, and again, at max level, you get double strike, but you get, recharge, ambush, camouflage, and double strike. So in the ambush round, it essentially charges. And then in the first turn, it's attacking twice with the recharge attack. So it's doing 24 damage essentially. And if they have armor, the first 12 goes towards wiping out the armor. The second 12 goes towards the health of the unit. So it is actually quite a powerful card. It's just it's just you have to, like, if you don't have it at max level, like, what are you doing? I guess you're still getting 12 damage in the first round, but
it's the same thing with Keel and Gain. So if you didn't have Keel in it with double strike, it's kind of not worth it either. So, but this card is, if you're going to make a recharge card, this is the way to make it, because it's an alpha strike card. It's got ambush, it's got double strike, and it's just going to blow stuff off the map. It doesn't have piercing, so but it's still got a ton of damage.
Well, someone said you could pair it with Captain Frankie, the new summoner that's going to drop. So
right.
I'm right
Yeah,
there,
so it's, it's very fragile, but it's going to deal a ton of pain. Now, in the modern format, that's definitely a good thing. Like when you go to wild, when there's a bunch of force field out there, then not so much. But yeah,
Yeah. Did it just drop today? In
I think
maintenance?
the stats dropped like yesterday, I want to say.
Oh no, I mean, but like you can buy it now. I'm just trying to see because 755
Yeah,
cards have
you can
already
buy
been
it now.
purchased. So it's
Yeah,
about
it's there.
like
It's in
this
the
is
update.
roughly just under 200,000 vouchers that have been burned so far for it.
And what I think is good about it is, I mean, it's a shout out to Clove, right? A community, icon. So she didn't have to buy $100,000 worth of packs to get the card, which is kind of cool. It's
Oh,
again,
I didn't know that was for her. That's actually awesome. Good for her.
I'm assuming it is based on the art and the name, but it's just basically giving back again to that community collaboration kind of
Yeah.
thing. Like same thing with Vinny and Mags, right? As far as including them in the winter box promotion thing. So, to your point, if you're looking for a game that values community, that values your participation, your longevity, your contributions, Splinterlands is a game that, I would imagine we're going to have an after sound bard in the game at some point in some form or fashion.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So, I mean, if you come here and
Combines well with Taylor Swift, maybe.
No, that's someone else. But yeah, I mean, but yeah, I mean, we've got yeah, I mean, it's definitely they're giving those kind of Easter eggs and making that sense of community felt. Like, you can definitely, like, if you were to go into any other game like Raid, Shadow Legends, or Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, or whatever, Call of Duty or whatever, unless you're like Marvel or some big IP that's going to use marketing dollars to get in that game, you're never going to see your likeness or anything about yourself in that game. Splinterlands is different.
No, I agree. Just real quick, I don't know if it's on my end or if Lorcas, if you're hearing this, but I'm hearing crackling whenever you talk, Tails. I don't know if it's like a loose connection or something.
I'm not hearing it.
Oh, maybe it's on. Okay, maybe it is me, but I'm not hearing anything now. So
check with chat too, because I'm also dumb. So
I don't think anybody in the chat has mentioned it. That's why it could just be me. Chat, if you can hear it, let me know. If not, it doesn't bother me. It's just I can hear everything you're saying. It just comes in a little crackly, but nobody said anything, so I think we're all right for now. Speaking of which, let's go back to the chat. What do you think of the new voucher card? Yep, all right, I'm pretty sure it'll be allowed. 470K DEC for a max copy. From what I understood from Town Hall, Matt mentioned devs, plural, to focus on land at 2.0 in 2026. I did not remember hearing that, or I do not remember hearing that, but that'd be fantastic regardless. 11,150 vouchers. I think it's a counter to Gotham. Oh, actually, you know what? That's not a bad idea. Although Gotham has a lot of health and armor.
Dude, Gotham is so ridiculous.
Oh, King Armada
not in a bad way, just ridiculous.
Doesn't even have piercing. All right, hits for 12. Yeah, force field is 5 or more. Tail sounds fine. Sound is all good. Okay, cool. It's only like sometimes, so maybe it's on my end. If it gets bad, then I'll jump out and jump back in. All right, let's do a little tournament announcement. Man, you know what? I opened a bunch of chests earlier today, and that's why I have all this extra energy, and my bot is just being super annoying right now. Just playing whenever it feels like. See, so I can't even get into this. So you know what? Let me go and throw a team in if I can beat the bot into putting a team in. Nope, I didn't. Okay, perfect. So I can go back to tournaments now. Let's close out of that. So we had the qualifier round, which actually had quite a few people. So Usajin over Lady Sharon, Sinister over Sarlander, SMT over Xandra. Come on, I don't care, dude. I know I'm just gonna lose anyway. All right. I just don't feel like
killing me over here. It's great.
Yeah. trying to do a little, live esports style analysis. So Roman Forever with the win over me. There's a lot of names here that I haven't seen before, or maybe haven't seen in a while. Fomoholic over Keegs. Sorry, Keegs. Navasha, nice. You got the win. Oh, Navasha, you went Orc too. I did as well. Let's see. Are there any other orcs here? I see a dwarf for Druid's Blood. I see Winesmith with a surfer dude here. Overpower with an elf. Oh, there is one thing. I should probably report this, but there was one thing that was incorrect on the avatars. Oh, it's the badges. So, they fixed it already. Because before the 250,000 for the shard holder, it was only counting what you had in your current balance. So it's like you only have 3 SPS, and I was like, that's not true. Oh, that's okay. Looks like they probably did a hot fix for that. All right, so we're in round 2. Most of the way through. Got one more game between Sadie. Sadie went with the elf, nice. So amateur with the win, Louise 04, Navashia, well done. We got Usujin, Hundamama, Al Rio, and Fomo Holic. Oh, Fomo Holic, you beat my boy Roman Forever. So I guess I'm not going to claim second place this time. Yeah, we're starting to see a lot of similar names here, so I'm trying to recognize that for sure. Sinister, I didn't say your name, so you must have. Oh, Hundamama. Hundamama's pretty good, though. I feel like I've seen Hundamama around. All right, so OFG, what's going on? Don't forget, teamed with Captain Frankie. She has True Strike and Piercing. She's going to be a problem, actually. You know what? I forgot about the True Strike. That is going to be an issue. And with a speed of 4,
has been gone for a long time, and
yeah,
that is going to be a problem. Well, True Strike at that level.
It says you can turn that battle override in the settings. I mean, I could also just go and turn the bot off, but I don't feel like it. You know what? This is going to sound really lame, but I like complaining about it. I like complaining about the bot. It's like this other intelligence that just lives within the game, and it's like that annoying roommate. It's like, can you just leave it for a second? Jeez. All right. Princess Navasha says, I have to represent the orcs. Sounds like there's a story there. Why do you have to represent the orcs?
Everyone needs representation.
I guess so. I've never felt even like all the way back in the days, I never felt any like affinity towards dwarves or elves. I mean, like elves were cool, but I guess I had more affiliation with my I have more affiliation with the human race. But for some reason, I always felt like orcs were just misunderstood. And then there was that silly Warcraft movie that came out that tried to humanize the orcs, and I was like, all right, yeah, this is great. Yeah. I was like, these guys are literally born and bred for war by all the bad guys and all the villains in every series. So it's like they don't even have a choice, man. They're born into it. So, not that I'm representing the orcs, but not that I'm doing it because I have to represent the orcs, but I don't know. They look pretty cool. I'll switch back to a human at some point. Speaking of which, actually, let's go check out these other items for sale. Wait, is this the potions? Potions, consumables. There we go. So you got Capacity Flux and the Polymorph Potion. So the Polymorph is to change your bloodline. So if I ever want to go back and change it from orc to human or any of the others, I would use the Polymorph Potion, which is currently going for 69 cents. Nice. And then if I ever want to change the stats on my card, it's just always great how that works out. It's going for $1.49. But you can craft these on your own using Aura. And so that is actually something that has me excited from a land perspective because I love to see the pressure on Aura for any and everything. And if people are just going to be willy nilly testing out different builds, then any reason to burn more Aura is fantastic. So if we go to the capacity, let's go to the Polymorph Potion first, is 400 Aura. And then you have the Capacity Flux, which is 1,000 Aura. So I gotta say, I'm really liking the way that land has been integrated into so many other parts of the game. I really hope that, you know, Matt got me hyped with what he was talking about today in terms of, you know, just getting land 2.0 really up and rolling and creating that kind of not scarcity, but like tough decision making for folks where they have to go through and figure out, you know, what is it like, what is it that I want to focus on. Right now there's still too few things and too much land, but as we move forward, I think the iterations towards 2.0 will be helpful in making that better overall. All right, we are in the, what is this, the quarterfinals already? So we got Hundamama versus Ale Rio, Louise 04 versus Fomoholic, Navashia versus Sadie, and Amateur versus Usajind. I'm not going to be biased here to anybody in particular or against anybody in particular, but I kind of want to see somebody that has an avatar win. Not gonna lie.
Doesn't everyone have an avatar?
Well, somebody who's like adjusted their avatar. So that would be like Louise. I mean, Fomoholic went and bought one of the Santa hats with.
Oh yeah, I want that. I gotta go do that. I need to do that
So he at least went in and like did something and show. So Fomoholic, you're included in there. So again, no offense to Hundamama, Al Rio, and Amateur 2020, but just, you know, you see now who's like invested in the game emotionally, who took the time to go in and create their avatars. So we shall see. Any interesting battles from the last round? Man, you know what we need? We should implement some kind of AI that could just be like, you got to check out this battle. This was a pretty awesome battle. So that we're not having to go through each of them. All right, elves are number 1, says Rukian. See, that's that elvish privilege that I always see, but okay. Oh, she says, I'll be changing my name to Orc FG Plays. King Arminius says, first I was going to use human, but then it seemed a little boring for a fantasy game, so I also went for orcs.
So I have a question there. So to change your bloodline to orc or whatever, do you have to buy a polymorph potion?
Yes, you do have to buy a polymorph potion. I believe that they gave everybody... Well, hold on. Let's see if they gave people polymorph potions.
Because I just went through this whole customization thing, and then it's saying, oh, sorry, just kidding. You have to have a polymorph potion to try again. So I was like, okay. That's
unless they did it differently. My understanding was that they were just going to give potions to everybody. Because Dave was saying like they were going to allow people to change stuff around like 5 or 10 times, the first 5 or 10 times for free, just so that people could like test things.
Yeah, that's why I thought so as well. But just I went in there, customized it just now, and I spent all the time doing it, and then it just basically said, nope, can't do it. Gotta buy a polymorph potion. Try again. So that's a bad experience.
Yeah, bad experience already. Somebody send investigator a message. This needs to be fixed before midnight tonight, please. That guy is not allowed to sleep. Oh, shoot. Something went wrong. See, this is why we shouldn't talk shit about Spoilerlands. Like, they're just going to shut the game down on us. All right. Okay. There we go. No, I can't look at the battle. It's that specific battle. Let's see if I can look at any of the battles. I haven't tried yet. Oh, okay. It just doesn't like it when you win, Hundamama. You know why? Because you don't have an avatar. Just giving you a hard time. All right, so Sadie with the first win here. Oh, look. Sadie got the Santa hat skin for Tofu. Well done. Oh man, running into that a lot today.
So OFG is saying you have 10 free potions, but I don't have 10 free potions.
I just checked my thing and I don't have 10 free potions either. So
It just told me that I have 10 options. I was looking at like changing an element, and it says you have 10 free charges remaining. Once all free charges are used, action will gain a capacity flux. So this is capacity flux. Maybe you don't get a polyjuice.
that's for changing this. That's for changing the stats. You know what? Maybe you're right.
Yeah.
Maybe it's only for the capacity flux.
I don't have any capacity flux either. I'm looking at my inventory. It's 0
But
and
you know
0.
what? I just realized they can't just mint a ton of capacity fluxes because then people would just dump them on the marketplace. So they probably had
It
to
may
do
not
it
be
with
tradable.
Yeah, because what Lorcas was just saying, it sounds like you have 10 charges or something like that. But
Yeah, if you click on, you can see that if you click on like change element, it tells you have 10 charges, 10 free charges remaining. So they must have put it in there as a different token or something on the account.
Yeah, you're
You know,
doing the exemplar though, not the avatar, right?
yeah,
Yes, I was looking at exemplar.
Yeah.
with the avatar, it's going to be the potion. But you know, I haven't messed around with the exemplar at all yet. So how many? I have this many points available. Do I want to do this now? What do I want to be?
Live seems hard. I gotta think this through. I gotta see if I can go create the Lorcas card with this. Like, it's just so hard.
This action will consume a capacity flux. Capacity flux can be found in shop. Oh, I'm attempting to change it from. Wait, why did I default to fire? I don't want to be fire.
I think everybody defaulted to fire. Or that's what mine was too. So maybe not everyone.
How do you level? Oh, okay. Oh, it's 1,000 glint to level up. Dude, we're gonna be burning through a ton of glint, which is good.
That's the plan, right?
Yeah. And I like the fact that all of this stuff is gated behind glint because I know we kind of got into it a couple weeks ago with the whole like SPS rentals and stuff like that. But this is my bearish side. I don't know that there's any kind of like utilizing DEC as any stable coin. I mean, hopefully at some point we will burn through the extra, but then we're just going to have another situation where the mini set comes out or the next set comes out and we'll have a ton of extra DEC. That's just going to happen every single time. Or the team is going to need another stimulus or injection. And we're going to
Winterfest should be part of that injection, right? So I hope this goes well for them because this is in credits.
Well, but my point is that like DEC is never going to stay at peg. Like as much as they want to. So in a way, I'm glad that they're gating a lot of this stuff behind glint because in order to get more glint, you need to have more SPS, either renting or buying. And we've started to see that impact on having like direct SPS demand. And to me, that's a good thing, right? Because we're always like, oh well, you know, SPS demand indirectly through the flywheel is good, but it's a pump and dump thing. Whereas direct demand through rentals or through buying is always going to be better. And I think that we'll see we're not seeing it in the token price now, but that's just because there's so much already out there. I really hope that we do lock up a good amount of SPS in the DAO with this upcoming mini set. But I don't remember what the numbers were. It was like 100 million SPS or something like that. Trying to remember what it was. I think it was 180 million SPS total. And so I was like, if we can sell out half of it, and SPS is like more than 50% discount, that would get 100 million SPS. And when you look at where we're at, that's like that's more than 20% of the total liquid out there. So that would something. But you know, long term we still have way too much.
I assume you're going to have some of your big holders on staking some for that. So liquid would go up, but it's a good point.
Yeah, but then the good part is that the holders who are holding on to that extra, now all of a sudden they're earning less glint. because their multipliers come down. And maybe that's like the diminishing returns on that doesn't really even apply, but still, broader point is like if we can lock up 100 to 150 million, I'll be happy. But we need to do that maybe like 4 more times.
Yep.
All right, so El Rio, nice job with the win. Ooh, looks like Navashia took game 2, so Sadie Navashia going to a pivotal game 3. Louise and Fomoholic doing the same, as well as Amateur and Usajin. What did I press? Oops, okay, there we go. How we doing on time? Tails, you got a hard stop still?
Yeah, at the top of the hour.
Cool. I guess it's not a hard stop, but I didn't go to sleep. I'm running on like 4 hours today, and that hype from the town hall, it took a lot out of me. All right, so it definitely works. Our cameraman says burn up all those reward cards. So, ooh. I don't know if you don't want this to be public, but there I just replied to you, Lurkus.
No, it doesn't really matter. It's
Well then, congrats. All right, functions. Yeah, plus 250. Okay, glint. I got max box. That's awesome. All right, you guys are just talking to each other. I also defaulted to fire. I went earth for the green background. Nice.
nice. I was looking at death for the purple background. It's a good way to think about it.
I don't know that I have any kind of like affinity for any of the elements specifically. Definitely not fire. But I don't like death either. That's where orcs like to hang out.
Well, it's interesting because if it's going to be usable, let's say initially for this first couple weeks in tournaments, then it comes like a meta thing. Like, is what card would you complement? For example, like if Jikarilla didn't exist in water, right? Creating like a Jikarilla type card for water for Slade would be a game changer. So I think that's going to be the interesting part, is gamifying that. It's like, hey, what card is, by itself is pretty good, is just missing one thing to make it really stand out, and could you make that support,
or it's missing it in a different element or something?
Sure, yeah, exactly. So that's where the element is going to be important. So let's say your favorite card is, I don't know, the
Frankie.
Yeah, well, the Shanker, the Earth Shanker or something, and you wanted to give it something, or tank, or whatever element. I mean, you can look at the cards that could definitely be, maybe that's not playable today, but could be playable in the future. For example, with Elowen Sylphie, I posted on X a number of cards that instantly became very interesting, right? Cards that didn't have charge, didn't have sneak, didn't have opportunity, but had things like stun or void, or things that all of a sudden became very playable with that summoner. So you can do the same thing if you created your card as not necessarily a DPS card, but more of a supporting card, or a card that enabled other cards to be good, right? So
yeah, that's a good point. Well, I think there's going to be a lot of interesting combos, because now it's not like you literally have a wild card that you can do whatever you want with it. So there'll probably be several cards out there like that combo, where you'll just have to pick and choose like which one you want. Okay, so
I will say on another note, I've been having a lot of fun with Nidhogger, and specifically with Zarin, which I know was kind of a poo-pooed airdrop card, and it's not really reflected in its price, but you can do some with the revised Nidhogger card. You can do some interesting things there when, for example, water is not in play and you want to do something with that kind of a flavor to it. So
nice.
Zarin, which one is that?
Zarin Scorch. It's the dragon that has slow and phase ward.
Blast. Yeah.
Blast, yes, blast.
Rear guard cleanse. Yeah, I mean, it's he's got rear guard cleanse, which is also useful.
Rare.
Mhm.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
Very
Pretty
good.
sweet. Look at this hint dropping from Sinister.
Well, like I said, I think that we're going to have a lot more in terms of different combos popping up with these. All right, so we have our finalists or semi-finalists. Oh, this is just not going to update. But it looks like Sadie over Devashia was an amateur over Usajin. Ooh, oh, that looks like an upset there. And then Fomoholic with the win. So Fomoholic versus El Rio, an amateur versus Sadie. Best of luck. We'll see how it goes. But you know what? You four can already start to take a look, and actually, let's go and see how the chips are stacked here. Number 5 is going to be Louise. So Louise, if you are in the chat, you are number 5, and you will be able to, or you are eligible to get a card delegation. So if you go to the description or the details tab, you'll see a link here that says this list. It'll take you to a spreadsheet. Has all the available cards there. Now you will be picking last, but if you could give us your preference so we know what you want, and then obviously we can pivot later if needed. But here goes my bot again. And actually, I'm going to try and beat my bot this time. Oh, what do you guys think of the new Frostbite rule set?
It's interesting. I guess I just don't know. I'm not sure it's as good as the last one. What was it?
The Dragon Breath? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, this to me is kind of like a I don't know what to call it. It's kind of like the rule set I hate the most, which I haven't seen as much lately, thankfully. But what is it? Back to basics. So at some point, like they all just stop attacking and nobody cares about anything. So. Let's see here. Oh, these guys are all just gonna die, so I guess we can go here. I don't know. Interesting. So my strategy here was to go with somebody who has Scavenger because couldn't get heal and there was no summoner that had heal available. Nice. But if we can get some burns going on that side too, that would be awesome. That would be really helpful, actually. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. Oh, wait, this isn't even my team. I didn't pick that guy.
So it just chose a different team that your bot took over?
Yeah, my bot took over at the last minute. Oh, he didn't give him burning. That sucks. Oh, can we give him poison? There we go.
Oh, there we go.
That's right. Dr. Blight for the win.
Way to go,
this
bot.
Card still serves so yeah, way to go, bot. I don't know what I picked. Oh, I know what I picked. I picked a bunch of cards that would have died because of thorns. Well, you know what? I'm gonna play another battle then. Why not?
I like that they have the last battles on the front screen with the win rate. That's a good.
I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh, just in this bottom area here?
Yeah.
That's cool to see. It's cool to see when you have a nice win streak. It's not cool to see when you've lost a ton of battles.
That's true.
But I agree. Let's do this.
I thought this was interesting as well. I think Blaze mentioned it on the town hall. I don't know if I misheard it, but I thought he said the number of unique accounts that had purchased Conclave Arcana was like only 2,000 some, which if that's what I heard correctly, it seems a little low, but definitely room for improvement, I would say, if that's the number. So
yeah.
It's interesting because they didn't allow some of or there weren't as many. I feel like people bought on one account more than maybe in the past because of the way this was set up, and I wonder if that was a factor.
Well, I guess what surprises me by that number is with the starter packs being $1 and with their
Oh
relative
shit! Yeah,
value with the summoners in there, I would have
that's a really
expected
good
the
point.
number to be higher. But maybe that's just me.
Yeah,
But
maybe
um,
people buy it on the secondary. Like,
I don't,
one
yeah, I
dollar though,
mean,
you can't be doing that in the secondary. They weren't there for very long.
yeah, because they're technically less than $1 because the DEC is discounted. So they're like, I mean, they were like, I don't know, 50 some cents. So yeah, so it was interesting. I mean, the number just surprised me a little bit because I would have expected it to be higher than that. So
Uh-huh.
Yeah, when you bring in starter packs, that totally makes sense. I was thinking like the pre-sale and how that might skew things, but that means nothing compared to packs that are under $1 relative price.
yeah, because when you look at the number of Frontier players or Frontier accounts, depending on how you look at it,
I don't want to lose this.
but the Frontier numbers were daily Frontier players are higher than that, and I would think that if we're having conversion of Frontier players into Modern with things like starter packs available, that number would have been much higher. So I don't know. It was just an interesting number that I heard.
I remember hearing. I remember he was going through a lot of metrics, but I was kind of out and about at the time, so I wasn't writing anything down. Um, it's not anything new though. It's not like we got like a huge influx. The only thing that I remember Dave saying is that there were 11,000 people that checked out the game in a recent time frame. I don't know if it's the last couple of weeks or months. But I think we're still having retention issues, right? Where they come in, they check out the game, and they don't stay for whatever reason,
Mhm.
or at least they're not staying at the rate that we would want them to.
Which is interesting because I think we're between the Frontier mode and the ranked mode. I think we're giving away weekly. I don't know. It's got to be close to probably 200 ish, around that number. Black foils, gold foil arcanes, stuff like that. So I'm wondering who's getting all that. If we only have like less than 2,000 players, like I haven't gotten anything in either of those drawings since the game started, and I play daily. So I'm like, where is all this stuff going? Like you would think just by pure dumb luck, I would have stumbled into
Would've gotten
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that number just feels wrong when you put it that way. I guess
2,000 players, 200 prizes, and where's it going?
Yes. Questions.
Lots of questions. She says, I wanted the Death Splinter, but the colors were just not working. You need to have that aesthetic. You only have 79 energy. Share some love. I have to keep it in Fire Death so I can use him with Lorcus. Check that out.
What I was thinking, yeah.
But the purple background looked weird. Why is Zarin so disliked? I really love that card, especially combined or comboed with fast cards like Slade. I don't get it. I don't know. Maybe there's just better options. It's random. Says Zarin is sub $4 right now. I'm thinking of leveling it up. Go for it. King Armini says the Frostbite rule set pushes RNG to the next level. Whether that's a good thing or not, everyone can decide for themselves. I would say Frostbite isn't as bad as the Scattershot rule set. That was too much RNG. Still is too much RNG.
Yeah. I don't hate Scattershot, but yes, the RNG is wild. Absolutely wild.
I mean, it's just their shots always hit the most ideal places. And mine don't. So, she says definitely a good price to snag her for. Mine's currently level 3. Nice. Yeah, I heard that too. I think he was referring to what you're saying, that Blaze, the numbers that Blaze shared. So Rudy is too loud. Says the way the airdrops work, expect that number to go down. Lots of people like myself will probably buy 0 packs on the next set. Snipe only good cards in secondary markets.
Yeah, I know. It's really disappointing that buying from the shop is
cheaper.
Not the best way to get cards. No, buying from the shop in the game. It's unfortunate.
So
I mean,
go for it, Chelsea.
Well, I was just gonna say it evens itself out. If less people buy from the store, then the prices on the secondary market go up, assuming
Only
that the
for the
demand
meta
stays the same.
cards. Only for meta
Correct.
cards. So like people that
Correct.
buy packs have to carry that cost, and sometimes you can recoup it on those meta cards. But to me, the whole point here is, once again, we just are not properly encouraging people to hold all the cards and not just meta cards. Like what Rudy just said would be impossible if you weren't if only having the meta cards was not the big brain move.
Yeah, and I think the team recognizes that. I would be surprised if next year there wasn't like an idea of sleeves, or in parallel they call them parasets, where basically you're rewarded in some form or fashion for having a complete set at a certain level of the cards. Um, I think Blaze understands that concept in other games, and will probably bring that to Splinterlands at some point. So then there is a reason to hold those non-meta cards, if not for playing with them, just to have them to get the benefits of the sleeve or the paraset.
Yeah, I hope that happens. It's something we've been talking about a long time, and it's really freaking stupid that there's like 1/4 or less of the cards that you actually need to rent, or maybe not, in order to be.
Yep.
Or maybe
I agree. Let's see.
Be very competitive.
Yep. I got to bounce, guys, but I appreciate the ability to hang out.
Thanks,
If I don't talk to you before the holidays, hope you have a great holidays here coming up, and to all the audience as well. We'll see you around the game, and yeah.
Sounds good, man. To you too as well. Thanks for hanging out.
Peace.
Peace. All right. Well, we can start to do our usual wrap up now that we're in this cadence. We let Tails go and then we wind down. Let's see, where are we at right now? I'll refresh this. Oh, we're already in the finals. Fomoholic versus Sadie. Each of them went 2-0, and that last are in the semifinal round. So we have our top 5 already. For Rio, an amateur, if you guys are in the chat, go ahead and check out what is in the what is on the spreadsheet, and if there's anything specific you guys would like. Navashi says Frostbite really makes that invigorate ability important. Oh, I forgot about that. I don't think I have that.
Those 2 cards just like disappeared from the market at reasonable prices. Yeah, it certainly is a good ability now, and it's a max level on those cards, which is the appropriate choice.
Now these cards are these are both reward cards, right?
Yes.
CA rewards. Okay.
You need max level, so you're going to need 46 of that one or 11.
Yeah, it's gonna cost you a pretty penny.
Yeah, very cheap.
Let's see. I have at level 3, so I would need another 36 copies myself. But see, here's the thing. Like this is only going on for one season, of which we're, I don't know, 20% of the way through. So, and I'm not getting that rule set all the time. Yeah, I would need 10 more copies of this card, and there's not even 10 copies available. Check
I noticed.
out.
Like there's just none of them.
Well, feel the scarcity. That's for sure. Look, there's nothing for rent.
Yeah, I mean, why would they? That card is really good.
Yeah, that's wild. Okay. Well, hey, I mean, if you're early to the game, you can snag these cards, unlock them for relatively cheap. Like, how much is the legendary unlock going for right now? Where is it? Other items. $1.76. I mean, that's a nice arbitrage there. You know, so this creates an interesting dynamic for people that either have extra glint or want to farm extra glint, where it's like, obviously you need to continue to get these cards to keep your deck active, right? And I guess maybe not. Maybe you could just play in wild format and get, just some of the top meta cards and slowly like level these cards up over time. and just focus on like then using your glint to unlock the meta cards and then sell those on the marketplace, and then I don't know, use that money to buy some ice cream or reinvest it in the game, however you want to do it. But I just think about like what the bots used to do en masse. Um, there's still an arbitrage opportunity here, but it requires so much more buy-in. But the payout's still good. You just can't do it at scale, like you could with a bot farm, which is good. But for the individual player, like for myself, I mean, I play in wild format, so it's like I want these cards, and they'll be around for a while. And as long as like I'm leveling them up, it's just the cost. Here's the thing, and with the avatars coming in too, like glint cost rising, glint demand rising, and wanting to have a bunch of different things. I'm feeling that FOMO, going all the way back to Aggie, where there's not enough for everybody, and even Matt kind of said something like that similar today, that wants it to be where you can't get everything. You can either play this game as a way to try to earn some extra capital by arbitraging the meta cards and getting them, or you can just play the game and try to collect cards and stack that SPS over the long term. Different ways.
It's definitely going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm. How we got tails, piece tails, push and shove. I haven't heard that in a while. Hey, whatever happened to that meme token, Ankh?
Push and shove token.
Yeah, the push and shove token. PNS. Yeah. Oh, it's like everything in crypto. It was just a scam. No, it wasn't even a scam. It just went to zero because nobody cared. Sadly, that's the case. Hopefully, I mean, it is really encouraging to see the team continue to build, both internally within the game, but then also a lot of the external partnerships. Oh, one thing that Blaze did mention is we won TCG or trading card game of the year from Play to Earn publication.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize, but that comes with some financial benefits. Like I think there's like $100 or $2,000 worth of grants that they're trying to figure out how to use for partnerships and marketing.
Oh, that's
so
sweet.
That's a bit. I need to go back and listen to it, but that's what I remember hearing. That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll be honest. Like I'm not great about like every time I see something like, oh, go vote on this, whatever. Because I always feel like that stuff is just botted anyway. So it's like I don't know what our chances of winning are. So I will admit that I did not go and vote for this Play to Earn thing. I wasn't even following along. But knowing that there is a benefit there and that we actually have a shot at winning because our community is that freaking awesome, I would definitely participate more in that type of stuff in the future. Whoa, holy crap. Was it really $2 million in grants? Is that for all of us, or is that for all the different games that want to?
It's got to be all the different games. There's no way that's for.
There's no way. I mean, that's right? If the team had $2 million,
like rich prize.
Our runway just extend another 8 months. We're good.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, I just did something while we were chatting. Sorry, I was silent there for a little bit.
It's okay.
I decided I needed to max those cards, so I did.
You did? Wait, hold on.
Just off the regular foils. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. So
I just killed your Savicat depth.
Which one?
The legendary. I need 5 of them.
Wait, this one. Look, there's nothing available. There were a ton of cards available. So you just swept the entire floor.
Of what? Of which one?
The Whale-Worn Spectre, the epic one.
Oh no, there's lots of those left. No, I didn't.
I don't see any.
It's not so there's something weird about the game interface. Like that card in common is not showing up, but they're there. It's you have to go to one of the other foils and click over to it. I don't know why it's not showing up.
Oh, it's saying 33 gold foil, black foil. That's so weird. Why would it? Okay, yeah, I mean, well, there were like 6 of these or 7 of these, so you cleared that out. Savicat?
Yeah, there's only a few left, I guess, so that one.
Oh, I don't know. The land whoops tournaments, please. Tickets, please.
Yeah, there's only 2 left.
Well done. All right, let's see. Is this gonna work? All right.
Yeah, so those are, yeah, I don't know. To me, that price is not too bad for that car.
Sadie with the first win using, look at that, Lorcas with a crazy skin on it over Nidhogger. Well done. Battle number 2 went to Fomoholic, so they're currently tied at 1.
It's the spooky skin, right? The haunted one is the really crazy one.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I actually don't know the difference. I know that there's two different kinds. There was like the
Oh,
there was
it
the
is.
one that was
I'm
available
sending
to
it to
buy.
you right now in chat so that you can.
Okay. Well, there's the one that you could buy, and there was also the one that you could win,
The
right?
haunted
Yeah.
one was the one that came from the boxes, and there were only 10 of them, I think.
That's cool. All
But
right.
yeah, I think it's pretty sweet.
Oh, it's only 20K for us. Okay, I thought it was like 100,000 or something like that. I mean, either way, money's money. So
20K is not a bad amount of money to help out with stuff.
yeah, I mean, if it's
There
and
you
if
go.
it's
I sent it to you
in the chat.
in the Triad chat. Try
Oh.
it.
Oh yeah, that one looks awesome.
Yeah, I could not resist that one.
I love the flying eyeball.
Yeah, they turned the orb into an eyeball, and the whole thing with like the rib cage. They did a good job with that.
Lady Medusa says, "How can we find out?" All right, you're gonna have to help me with this. What were we talking about that you're referencing? Find out. Like, what are you trying to find out? And Woody says, "I have both spooky and haunted Lorcas skin." Look at that. You got a fan. Got a super fan. All right, I'm not seeing any of the top 5. So El Rio, Amateur 2020, and Louise. Go ahead and put your picks or your preferences for cards into the chat along with your IGN. Oh, well, I guess we have your IGN, but so we can match you up to your IGN. Because pulled them both in ultimate chests. Nice.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, I did not. I got them from the peer-to-peer market.
What I need to do now, and I'm going to do it now since we're just trying to kill some time here. Let's go to reward cards. I need to level up some cards because I opened up a bunch of chests today and I got a bunch of these epic commons and rares. Oh man, you know what? I was going to make a video especially for this, although it's just a little too it would just be a little too like tongue-in-cheek, but I opened up a bunch of chests today and I got 2 of these gold foil O'Shaughnessy's. Oh, I guess I already had 2, but the game is just taunting me at this point.
So how many gold foil O'Shaughnessy's do you want? These
Yeah.
are common ones though, so it's different.
Oh no, trust me, I know. They're literally going for
38.
1/1000th of the price that I paid for the other one.
Is my memory good? Is that what you need for commons to max is 38?
Oh, looks like tournament's over.
We have a winner.
Yeah, but don't tell me who the winner is yet. Oh, Sadie. All right, well, I guess Sadie won the next 2. Let's see. So she went with Cryptic and Fomoholic. Actually, Sadie, I'm just going off of your profile. For some reason, I thought you were a guy until I saw this. Just being honest. But now you have a female-looking elf, so I guess I'm switching my pronoun for you. Don't hate me or cancel me. Oh, Cryptic both times. Interesting. So her wins came from Cryptic and Lorcas. Nidhogger did not win at all there.
Poor Nid.
Even with the boost. All right, so throw your stuff in the chat.
Anyone use Zarin with him? I'm just curious. Was there Zarin in those lineups?
I don't think I saw.
Nobody stole.
Nobody stole that idea.
The idea from Tails.
Ooh, hold on. I'm gonna play this one. You guys can watch me because this is a fun rule set for that card. I specifically. Oh wait, and you get a gladiator. Oh, 100%. Hold on. We're gonna go with you. We're gonna go with where's my girl at? Where is she at? Where is she at? This and then this and then this. I gotta move quickly. This and then this and then. Oh, but I really want to put. No, you know what? Hold on. We're gonna do because I gotta put my boy Dr. Blight in. There's just no lineup feels full without him. And then, oh no! You picked freaking computer or bot. All right, you better
It took
pick
over for you.
damn good team. Yeah, I'm always racing it whenever it starts a battle up. But let's see if it had the same idea. Because you want the shapeshifter. Why would you not put Calamity in? Oh,
Sad
just
news bears.
so silly. You're just so silly, you silly bot. I don't know what else to say.
Oh, there you go. You got a comment over there. But Sadie hasn't told us what card they want.
Hey, yeah, Sadie, congrats on winning.
But Sadie
Oh my
said they
God.
are, dude. Disliked the female character, which I agree. Female characters look cool sometimes.
How am I not hitting anything? This is wild. I don't think I'll be able to do what I need to do. No, dude, this guy's healing everybody like his mom. Oh my God. All right. I think I would have won if I had picked my lineup, but screw you, Archmage. Sorry.
Oh
I like
my
Archmage.
goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm sending you a screenshot right now in our chat. You can decide if you want to say anything about it.
Sending a screenshot?
I am.
Uh-oh. Am I in trouble?
You are not. It's just interesting.
Okay. I'm waiting. Is that... hold on. That's not from this tournament, right?
No, it's not. It just got announced.
So you've never seen that before?
It just came out. It literally just happened. Royal Eagle just announced that in the tournament creators chat.
Oh, okay. So it's a public thing. Okay. I thought you just want to notice.
There's only
that.
like 10 people in there, but yes.
Oh, in the tournament creator chat. Okay, so that's essentially going to be the thing.
Yeah, that's something that can happen with like new ones that we create.
So that's good, but why? That's a weird way to name it. Why wouldn't they just say allow exemplar?
I don't know. Yeah, so it looks like the next tournament we have the option to be able to add in a player card potentially to the tournament. So I think it's pretty fun.
Yeah. All right. Hopefully I don't get in trouble.
We'll let more people with interesting cards or change it up pretty soon. Anyway.
Yeah. No, that'll be cool. Okay. Oh man.
I don't see why it can't be a secret.
Well, for the next tournament, we should definitely allow it.
The next tournament is just going to be there in the next one I make. So.
Yeah. No, why not? Oh, so amateur said would like Lorcus.
Oh, it's in chat too. Not a secret.
Oh, then we're fine. Okay. So amateur 2020 would like Lorcus or Nidhogger.
Here we go. We just got Sadie said he wanted Nidhogger, so that's what I was hoping that the first person would let me know. So.
Yeah, all right. Sadie says hold on. Sadie here and was a dude. Female avatar just looks more appropriate with my IGN.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just trying to make sure I understand. Like, do you mean was a dude or still is a dude and likes the female avatar? I just want to make sure
I think they're just saying that they're a dude, but just like the female avatar because their
gotcha.
Name is Sadie.
Cool. Well, Sadie, congratulations on winning. You are going to get a Nidhogger for delegation. DeFizz says it's never chat. Okay, cool. So yeah, it looks like there will be something there that you can just click on, or everybody wondering what we're talking about, there was a screenshot shared. It looks like it's Town Hall chat as well, or the Tavern chat as well, where you are able to go in and when you're creating a tournament, choose to allow player cards. Again, my comment was like, why didn't they just call it exemplars? The terminology there literally says allow player cards, which is weird. But
maybe they'll tweak that name. That's got to be a minor fix.
Yeah. Ale, is this you? Were you? Yeah, you were top 5, right?
Yeah. Who was? Sorry.
What do you want?
Oh, yes.
Coming in all late. Been looking for you. Ale Rio.
Yeah, we need
Fomoholic and Louise.
Yes,
and
we have a request from Amateur, but I was hoping that I don't like to pull them back if somebody ahead of them wants that same card.
At least you have Amateur's thing.
I have plenty of choices for him. He listed all the way through 4th, so it's great.
That's the way to do it. See, guys, right here. I just want to say that this is an this is an exemplar type of comment we want to get if you were picked in the top 5. It makes Lorcas's job so much easier.
It really does.
Oh man.
Ale Palace, what do you want? Or is that not Ale Rio?
I think it is. I mean, I don't know. I'm just putting 2 and 2 together.
Seems likely.
I don't want to profile just based on your name, but what are the chances we have 2 ales?
I mean, it is a pretty good thing. I like some ale.
Yeah, indeed. All right, Ale and Fomoholic, you have... Or no, sorry. Yeah, Ale, Fomoholic, and Louise. You have another minute or so. Get your choices in. Otherwise...
While we're waiting, should we set up like a multi-tournament meta tournament with a fun prize? Would that be cool?
Multi-tournament meta tournament. What do you mean by that?
Like the thing I sent you last time. I built a dummy page for it for like the last for a year, and like set it up for like the next 6 months or something, and have it rigged that way.
You know what? Yeah, I wonder. So I think we've gotten people into the habit of meeting around this time on this day of the week.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that we should keep the tournaments at this time and this day. Now, it's not going to be every week, obviously, just for holidays coming up and schedules here and there. But my thought is, if we do it where we can, if we do it in a way where it's just like run, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 tournaments, and then pick a big winner from that, and that could be over the course of like 2, maybe 2.5 months, right? As long as we're meeting regularly, then that would be cool, because then we could build towards a bigger prize, and we could have the regulars like make sure they tune in. I'll do a better job of like announcing when we'll be going live. Or when
it's theoretically possible we could even run tournaments when we don't have chats. Just saying.
Oh, actually, you know what? That's brilliant. Hold up. Actually, that's actually awesome. You know what we should do? We should just run it for the month of January. We should just do it all 4 weeks, all 4 Thursdays in January to see how it goes, and let people know that, hey, each of the 4 Thursdays, let me see how many Thursdays there are. Okay, January kind of sucks because it starts on a Thursday, which is a holiday, but we'll do the other 4, like starting January 8th, 15th, 22, and 29. You could just set up the tournaments ahead of time. I'll make a video and do some extra live streams and stuff. We'll talk about it with folks and let them know to make sure they sign up and participate. Yeah. And like if they miss out, then it's like you snooze, you lose. But if you're there just participating, then you're in a good position to get like a bigger prize.
Yeah, and we can try to have chats as much as possible on those times. Yeah, I set it up.
Do you want me to share this link out?
Oh, that's fine. It's just like that's just like what happened over the last year. People want to see.
Can I share? Well, not share, but can I open it right now on stream?
Yeah, you can share it. It really doesn't matter. This is like a Streamlit app.
Okay. So, guys, Lord put this together which essentially just has everybody who's been participating in these tournaments, and it just shows like we just kind of like put together like points, what your average finish is, how many events you've participated in, what your best ranking is. Oh, that's kind of sad that I've never actually won.
You've gotten second though at least twice, right?
I at least
You've got
once
some
recently.
podiums. There's podiums on there. Isn't
Yeah.
that listed? I thought I put podiums.
Yeah, there's podiums over here. So
Okay.
podiums, I'm assuming top 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, something like this is awesome because then what I was saying earlier is we'll be able to run this like throughout the month of January, and like every Thursday you guys are used to coming and playing. Whether or not we have a chat, the tournament will be live. You come in, you play for an hour and a half, however long it takes to go through it, and then all this stuff is going to be automatically captured. And after January, we can come back and give a big prize to first, second, third place. Basically, anybody on the podium.
Yeah, we can come up with what those prizes are. It'd be fun.
And I will. You know what? We should do this. I will reach out to Dave or Blaze or someone, see if they can sponsor some really cool prizes too. Maybe give us a shout out there so that people know that we're building a little bit more of a competitive scene here, which is exactly what I want to see from Splinterlands. So
yeah, and this tool is available for any of the other creators that have the ability to build tournaments. I have them all set up in here. All they have to do is use that other little configurator button and then send me that JSON, and I can make the tournament for them.
That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, let's chat about this offline a little bit more.
Okay, yeah, we wasted our minute, so I guess we're not taking any more.
Well, I mean, I gave more than a minute, but just because I got
Amateur 2020 gets his second choice, or his first choice actually, to get no Lorcus.
Yeah, go for that. Pyramid says Lorcus. Is your card based on your own IRL appearance? I will start reminds me of Doctor Strange. Yeah, man. If you've never seen Lorcus, it looks exactly like him.
Only might have a giant lumberjack beard now, but yes.
Lorcus has been off in the mountains for a bit. Defist says keep it confirmed. All right. Well, any final thoughts before we wrap it up here?
No, I'm excited. This the exemplar avatar thing is I think you guys nailed it when you said earlier, like really leading on something is not necessarily where this game has been. It's been picking up on good ideas and implementing them in interesting ways. But something new is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's new, and my hope is just it's not a novelty type thing. I think the team's going to lean heavily into it, and so I think it just offers people to get way more in depth with the stuff. And so yeah, guys. Nabasha says thank you for the tournament. Hermini says the same. So guys, we appreciate it. I will see if I can stream one more time this weekend. I should have some free time, so maybe I'll do a little solo stream before the holidays. But if not, I want to wish you all a happy holiday season. I'll be doing some traveling next week, so I don't know what my schedule will be like, but we will be back with some cool tournaments in January. You just heard a little preview of that, and yeah, I mean, Lorcus is building some cool stuff. So I think we should definitely make use of this and start to get more than just bragging rights. We can start to see who's shining in these tournaments and reward them appropriately. Not that the delegation rewards haven't been enough, but it'd be cool to build towards something bigger for sure.
Yeah, I think rewarding people for showing up week after week would be kind of fun.
Absolutely. Cool. All right, guys. We'll catch y'all later. Have a good one.